Hi everybody, it's Scott with Harper Health AZ. Today I'm going to show you a real quick and easy recipe. This one is for when you're feeling under the weather. It's what I've done in the past when I wasn't feeling that great. And the reason I wanted to do this one is because before I went vegan, I always loved the chicken stars. I really enjoyed the little stars because if you came back up, they did not hurt nearly as much as a noodle. So what I found to replace that one is doing a vegetable soup. And I actually, this may seem weird, but I throw in tofu diced up kind of small, because when it's in the soup, it gives me the same consistency of those stars that I used to really enjoy. If you guys do enjoy this video today, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And with that said, let's jump right into this recipe. Now, as you can see, I have all my seasonings and ingredients laid out here. First thing I'm going to do, grab my Instant Pot, and then we're going to use about half of this container of vegetable broth. And then next, I'm going to add about the same amount of water to this. As far as throwing the veggies in here, you can do it in any order that you want to. And then depending on how unwell you feel, you may want to do smaller carrots for you, or you can do large ones. I'm kind of mixing it up because now in this time of the year with a lot of colds going around in the winter, it's a very nice soup to have, and the smaller pieces, keep it in case something comes back up for you. And now of course with the big ones, you could always cut it up into fourths. And that way you still have smaller pieces, because with the Instant Pot, everything is going to get nice and soft, so easy for you to take a few chews and swallow. Now, if you are feeling lazy like I do sometimes, I will sometimes just make the soup with celery and carrots in here. I won't bother doing tomatoes or garlic or onion or even the tofu for it. If I'm really feeling lazy, I'll just throw seasonings in there to make it very tasty. Dice up some garlic here, use like 4 small cloves. I was just using whatever leftovers I had of the garlic. You can use however little or however much you want of it. And I'm using 1 pretty large tomato here. You can use whatever size you want. Of course, however little or however much you're gonna make of this for yourself. And you can kind of gauge that on how long it takes you to get better, so you don't have to keep doing this every day, but just have leftovers ready for you to go in the fridge. And it's easy to put them in reusable containers. That way, all you gotta do is just grab one, throw it in the microwave, and you got your soup, and you can get back to laying on the couch or laying in the bed and eating some food. Wow. And I really like onion, especially this red onion. In a lot of my recipes, you'll see it constantly in them. And I probably do more than most people like, but man, does it just add some flavor to it. And now for the tofu, I'm just using firm tofu. In this soup, you can probably use whatever type of tofu you want, from silken to extra firm. There's a wide range. I found this one actually turns out really good. And all I'm gonna do is just open the package, drain that water out, and then cut up the tofu that way. Now with this one, I do my normal way of cutting it up into thirds. Maybe I can get a fourth out of this one to get it even thinner for it. There we go. I just wanted it little pieces here, so let's go ahead and slide it into our soup now. See how much I make on the counter instead of in the soup. Whoop! Only 2 rogue pieces. Now next part here, I like having the tofu on top to add the seasonings, just so some of it does get in there. It's not going to sit there that long, and I found it tastes great just throwing it in here because everything's going to mix and cook together, and it does get that flavor into the tofu, so I don't need to season it before. Of course, first thing I'm going to add, some garlic salt, and you can just do this to your taste. Next, some onion powder. Of course, to your taste again. Some cumin. And I have just been addicted to this thyme lately. So probably add a bunch in there. Then I'm gonna do some basil. This was fresh basil that I dried, and then I blended it up so that we have basil seasoning. Just add a little bit more flavor to it. Now this is the way that I have it when I'm not feeling good, and especially if runny nose and everything. It's very nice, very tame. It doesn't overwhelm your taste buds at all. Now, if you are clogged up and just very stuffy and you're trying to open it up, I have a little trick. For those of you who know me, this isn't going to be a big surprise. But I will gladly throw in some hot sauce into here. I've been really enjoying the Frank's Red hot sauce in soups. And this one, you can do it as little or as much as you want. And of course, I would say go underwhelming with the spices until everything is cooked. That way, when it is cooked, you can do a taste test and then add and make it just the way you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this over it. Now that we got everything in here, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it up. And as you can see, it's very thick. If you want more liquid in here, just add some water to it. Now that we got it all mixed together, we'll just want to grab our Instant Pot. Ding! Throw it into the Instant Pot. Make sure you got it sealed. And for this one, I have a soup or broth setting. I'm just gonna set that. I'm gonna turn off, keep it warm. I'm just gonna do it for the 30 minutes because everything cooks great at that time. And then when it's done in the Instant Pot here, I'm gonna go ahead, do a taste test to make sure we got the seasonings all right. If I need to, I'll tweak it a little bit. And then I'll give the final review of it, see how it is. Since we've let it release the pressure now, by flipping that guy over, we can go ahead and open this up. We can mix it up a little bit. As you can see, a very hearty soup. It's definitely a great soup to have whether you're sick or not. And we got big chunks of carrots and small chunks of carrots, got the tofu in there. As you can see, the tofu still stays in about the same shape there. Go ahead and we'll grab a little bit take it out and let it cool so we can give it a taste test and see if we need to add any more seasonings to it. All right, so we got a nice spoonful of it, some tofu, tomatoes, carrot, celery, and I think some onion in there. Give it a try. I think this time I actually got the seasonings perfect. I don't need to add or take anything away. It's got a nice spice to it, not too much, but perfect for me in there. All the veggies are easy enough. Just put your tongue to the roof of your mouth and smash them down. So they're very easy to chew. They're not going to give you any issues if they do by chance come back up if you are sick. But if you're not, such a great soup. After I have a bowl, I'll probably be heated up nice and a little bit of a runny nose just because of the spices. Like I say, I always do mine a lot spicier than most people out there. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy this video today. It was a lot of fun to make. It's a super easy vegetable soup. I love it when I'm feeling under the weather. I know there's a ton that you could just buy in the can, but making it this way is so much better. I know one thing I definitely need to work on seeing if I can figure out is making my own vegetable broth. This one I found, it's really thick. I've found a few of them that are quite watery, so that one is my preferred one for pretty much cooking anything with. And leave a comment below with any comments you have about this video, videos you'd like to see, how you have tried recipes. You can do it in this video or any of the other videos I have out there. I have a bunch of different playlists for the different types of eating styles that you may be when doing plant-based. So until next time, you guys have a great rest of your day. Protein deficient, right?